world. Yay! Special announcement. The car is paid off.
The car is paid off.
So first, how do we do it? I guess everyone probably wants to know how we did it. If you watch that other video of us actually getting the car loan and what we were working with, it was pretty sad sounding, but a year later, that car loan is gone. The two biggest things that was speed, like just paying it as quick as possible, and aggression, like paying, you know, as much money as we were getting, like as much extra money we were getting, we're just dumping it on the loan.
Hitting it fast and hitting it hard.
Yeah. And we have a blog post if you want to look in the description about it, details everything, all our payments, and you know, if you want to get all the nitty-gritty details. But here's the gist of it. We bought a 2011 Toyota RAV4.
Yeah.
We bought it at $11,000. But see what happens, like from that $11,000, see what happened here. Okay, so this was the bill of sale when we bought the car. You can see the price, the $11,170. And this is what made that price shoot up. You see all these extras, the state tax, business tax, licensing, processing. And we put $1,000 down that day we bought it. And we thought we were doing something. But look to see. This is how much we would have paid over the term of that loan. $24,000 and $344.50. That's just crazy, you know, to think about. That 13.9, that's what we financed with the lender. And that was our principal that we were working with this loan. But it's just unbelievable to see how quickly it compounds, like how quickly this money adds up when you finance. I mean, this is a lesson not to finance. Don't get a car loan, please. The interest rate that we had, it was 17.82% for 76 months. Like,
a lot.
What did you think about that? Like when we were in the office, were you already calculating?
No, I really wasn't calculating in the office. In the office, I was just nervous. I was scared. I was tired. You know, I just had an accident. You know, I was a little shook up still. There was a lot going on in my head. I just accepted whatever. I'm just glad we were accepted in general for a loan. So I just took the first thing that popped in our face.
Right. I mean, accepted, I guess, but still, it's like an outrageous loan. Like that's really, really big. So when did it first hit you then?
It first hit me when, a little bit before we made that video talking about interest rates and what that really means.
Oh, okay.
That's when it hit me.
You did the math?
I got scared.
Yeah. So paying off the loan all in a year, we paid $15,000, $15,818.48.
In 1 year.
So that saved us like almost $9,000 by paying it off early. So that's like the biggest benefit of paying off your car loan early is that you save thousands of dollars. So like I said, you see the payment breakdown on the blog, like every payment that we've made, you can see that. But here are the percentages of how much we paid. So 29% of the payment to pay that off, 29% of that $15,000 came from federal stimulus. Yeah, like from, you know, the COVID crisis, you know, is very, very unfortunate.
29%.
And sad. But we use that extra money to pay our car loan.
Yeah, we didn't use it for anything else. Because I'm a teacher, you know, I could get paid during that time. So I understand some people can't do that. Yeah. But that's what we did, and if it comes again, that's what we're gonna do on that anyway.
It's just gonna go to loans. I mean, we're very blessed, you know, in that sense, to where we didn't actually need that money to live off of. We recognize there's some people who needed that, but so 29% of that $15,000 came from the stimulus. 24.6% actually came from just our regular monthly payments. So our regular monthly payment was $311, and we just kept paying that for the whole year. We didn't miss, and that's what we did.
Yeah, so even when we made these lump sums to federal stimulus payments, we still paid monthly on top of that.
Right. So then that extra money went straight to principal, since we were already paying the monthly payment, which probably was mostly interest anyway.
Yeah.
Like most of that monthly payment wasn't hitting the principal. And that's the key too, to paying off your loan early. You have to hit that principal. Like, and I kind of talk about it in the blog post, but yeah, if you're just paying the monthly payment, you're going to be on their plan, which is 6 years of payments, and that's not the goal if you want to pay off early. But the bulk of the 46.5% of the money that we paid came from extra jobs, and that's just our, that's our advice too. Is you have to increase your income. Like, there's no other way to. You have to, make more money in order to hit that loan with. Like, just paying the regular monthly payment isn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the idea. I don't necessarily like the term increase your income because it's so general, but it does work to make extra money.
Yeah.
Some kind of way, any kind of way that you can in order to add those payments in.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's the only way to pay it off. So specifically, what did we do? I did
tutoring on the side, and I also did education writing as well overnight.
Yeah, and that's been a gold mine. Like, kind of literally, like there's a lot of, I don't know if it's always been this way or if it was just from the COVID crisis, but that field is kind of untapped, or it seems like they need people and they're willing to pay well for it. So if you have some teaching experience, take a look into that. But
you might even be able to write it without teaching experience.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a job we found on Craigslist.
Yeah. So yeah, you just never know. Definitely, do your research, and there are opportunities out there for anyone. I believe if you want to make some extra money, there are ways to do it that are legal and moral and ethical. There's still ways to do it. But yeah, so we calculated the math, and to avoid as much interest rate as possible, that's how we came up with the plan of paying as much as we can and paying as quick as we can. So, because if you kind of look at our other video, you'll see how we found out how interest was adding up like every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it didn't matter. Like, every day interest was adding up in addition to the principal we already paid. So it was a race against the clock. Like, we had to do it quickly. So yeah, how does it feel? Yeah, that it's paid off.
It feels really like a burden's been lifted. You don't have to think about that $311 payment every month. I don't know where it is now, but we don't have to think about it every month, knowing that, hey, we have a car insurance payment we got to pay, and think about how to do that. It's one less thing we have to pay and work on, and go to the website or make sure that the direct deposit's there. It's a little less stress. And it's $311. That's a lot of money for even us. So definitely us. So it's really good. It feels good to not have to worry about that.
Yeah. It definitely is. A burden lifted, and I felt like we accomplished something. Like, we actually made some progress, some headway, because on this debt-free journey it can seem like it's just going on. So the debt snowball, we're believers. That was our lowest debt, and then we have our six-figure student loan that we're tackling. Okay, so yeah, say what you want to say about this stimmy, but that was our first big payment, wasn't it? Like, that was our first. Yeah. It was kind of like a jumping off point. Once we saw those numbers actually go down, because just paying the monthly payment, it didn't really do much. The number. Our lender actually had a tracker on the app that we could see. So seeing that, those big numbers kind of go down, it kind of fueled our fire to keep doing that, like to keep making big payments or over our monthly payment as much as we can.
Yeah, it felt good to pay a lot on there and to see the principal go down, and also see the amount of interest go down. I think at one point the interest was like $26 a day or something like that. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And then the more we paid on that principal, that's when that interest was going lower. It was like $10 and $6, and it was just a little bit a day.
Right. Because as you hit the principal, that means the interest is automatically going to go down, because the interest is based on the principal. So, so yeah, it may not seem like a lot every day. You know, $26. You know, that's, I don't know, pizza. I don't know, pizza night for a family, but you know, every day for months, like adding it
Including
up.
weekends and
Yeah,
holidays.
yeah. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. Like you multiply that by 30 days in the month, and then you got your $300 payment. You're mostly paying interest. You know. So anyway, so I wanted to see, like, so would it be petty to go back to the dealer and, you know, so the car we bought from a dealer, like local in the area here. So they have their name on it, you know, on the little bumper. They have their name. Would it be petty to ask them, hey, you know, can y'all take this off? This ain't yours no more.
I don't think it would be petty. I mean, technically, we still secretly have their, or not even secretly, but we still have their little lockbox thing. You remember, like, the first day we bought the car, the lockbox in there? Be like, hey, take that off. We'll give you that little lockbox back.
Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't asked for it back, so I'm guessing they don't really need it. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. Part of me just wants to go for the satisfaction of take your name off of my car. You have the title right here, and it's not yours. Anyway, so
we paid the car off.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, definitely want this to be encouragement for people. If you are still in a car loan, you can do it. Go. You
Got
can.
it.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, if we can do it, yeah, I think anyone can do it.
Well, bye.